Hello everybody, Tyler here. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I'd like to try something new and I'd like to know what you guys think. When patches are made to Puzzle and Dragons, I like to analyze some of the changes to the cards, and with the last update, I was particularly interested in Sun Quan's update. So instead of doing an analysis on paper or in my head, I'd like to put it through video, and hopefully this will be helpful for you guys too. So let's get started. Before we analyze Sun Quan's ultimates, let's talk about the story behind the character. At the end of the Han Dynasty in 220 AD, three powerful generals had the opportunity to rule China. The generals were Cao Cao, Liu Bei, and Sun Quan. Cao Cao commanded northern China, Liu Bei was based in the west, and Sun Quan was based in the southeast. Cao Cao was determined to take control of the rest of China, so he and his 200,000 men army began to march south. Outnumbered, Sun Quan and Liu Bei formed an alliance, and their forces of 50,000 soldiers met at a place called the Red Cliff near the Yangtze River in the winter of 208 AD. Cao Cao's army fell ill from the march south and were forced to retreat to the northern bank of the Yangtze River. Liu Bei's strategist Zhuge Liang and Sun Quan's general noticed that Cao Cao's boats were sitting closely together. Zhuge Liang then devised a plan to burn the fleet, but he needed the eastern wind to blow so the fire could spread. The fire attack was a success, and Cao Cao was forced to retreat, and this is how the period of the Three Kingdoms started. Cao Cao commanded the northern state Wei, Liu Bei commanded the western state Shu, and Sun Quan commanded the southeastern state Wu. With the patch, we have two new ultimate evolutions with Sun Quan. His water and light ultimate evolution are God Healer subtypes. He has a new leader skill. Healer hit point and recovery are multiplied by 1.2, and the healer attack is multiplied by 3.5 if hit points are greater than 50%. There are two other cards similar to Water Light Sun Quan. First is Hatsume. Her leader skill is hit points and recovery multiplied by 1.5, and the attack is multiplied by 2. The other leader skill Water Light Sun Quan is similar to is very interesting. He's similar to Light Metatron. Light Metatron's leader skill is that healer's hit points are multiplied by 1.25, and the attack is multiplied by 3.5 if the hit points are above 50%. The water and wood version of Sun Quan is a dragon and healer type. He has three new awakenings. We have an extra water row enhance, we have a 2-prong attack, and we have a time extend. He retains his old leader skill, which is healer's attack is multiplied by 3 and recovery is multiplied by 1.5 if hit points are greater than 50%, which is confusing to me because recovery should be multiplied by 1.5 if hit points was less than 50%. Both evolutions are very strong. The Water and Light version is stronger as a leader because it's similar to Light Metatron's leader skill. Water Light Sun Quan would pair well with Light Metatron as a strong no-dupe team. This will allow you to handle those coin dungeons very well. The Water and Wood version is stronger as a sub, so if you already have a strong healer lead, then it's best to evolve Sun Quan into a Water and Wood version. The reason why I like Sun Quan so much is because he has a great active. Honest Insight has a 13-turn cooldown. He has a 2-turn delay, and he has a 2-turn multiplier to healer attacks. The strengths of this delay are that it has a strong multiplier and a delay combo in one. The cooldown is short enough to be available in a reasonable amount of turns with skill boosts. The skill boosts are very easy to farm, and if you're confident that the 2x multiplier will take down the final boss of a dungeon in one turn, you can use the active on the previous floor. There are a few weaknesses to this active. Multipliers are usually reserved for the boss as they're the strongest enemy in the dungeon. Delay sometimes is needed in earlier stages, and bosses can have status immunity. This 2-in-1 package means that you may need to choose to sacrifice the multiplier on the boss to delay on an earlier stage. I really like Sun Quan as a sub, so I decided to go with the Water and Wood version. I think Sun Quan would work very well with Ra, so I'm thinking about a new lineup. My old Ra subs are Echidna, Susanoo, Yomi, and Odin. On my old team, Yomi is very helpful to have because she gives me that extra second to move orbs. I use Odin because it works well with Susanoo's defense. For my new Ra team, I'm thinking about switching out Susanoo and Yomi for Sun Quan and Indra. Sun Quan's new Time Extend Awakening allows me to consider dropping Yomi and adding a few new defensive cards. I like the extra second brought by Yomi, and Sun Quan and Indra give me that extra second. I swapped damage reduction actives from Susanoo's 5-turn at 50% to Indra's 3-turn at 75%. Switching Susanoo and Yomi allow me to pick up a 2-turn delay and a healer multiplier, as the majority of the members in my Raw team are healers. And in addition to this, I get 2 extra skill boosts which allow me to use Echidna much earlier. The last slot is open to dark, so I can choose between a high stat card with good actives and awakenings. I'm thinking about Blue Odin and my new Dark Metatron. I wish I had a Dark Kali because she would fit perfectly here. Right now I don't have any great Dark healers to take advantage of Sun Quan's 2x multiplier. I have Dark Valk, but her active does not synergize well with a rainbow leader like Ra. He fits very well with other popular healer leaders. In a light Kali team he covers the water element. In a DQ XQ team he covers the wood element. In a UI team he has a 2-prong awakening. With light Metatron you get that multiplier, and light Zhuge enhances light and blue orbs. I had a few questions when analyzing this card. The first one is if it's viable as your delay card. So if you ignore the multiplier, is it okay to use as just a delay? The best alternative delay cards out there are Echidna, Dark Light Batman, the Time Mage, which doesn't exist in North America, Weejass, and Orochi. Echidna has a 10-turn cooldown active and it gives you 3 delay. Dark Light Batman has a 9-turn cooldown active and it gives you 2 delay. The Time Mage also has a 9-turn cooldown active and it gives you 2 delay. So to answer the question, I think it depends on your needs. It's probably best to pair Sun Quan with healers and not so much use it as a delay card. The second question is, what about other multipliers? There are currently 3 practical cards you can use as multipliers. The first one is Arcline. He has a 10-turn cooldown active and you get a 2.5 multiplier to healer. It's a great alternative to a multiplier. Sandalphin's active is very similar to Sun Quan. His 15-turn cooldown active gives you a 2x healer multiplier and 35 damage reduction for 2 turns. He's also weaker to Sun Quan and he has weak awakenings. The positive side to Sandalphin is that he's farmable. Finally, we have King Shiny, which is a 12-turn cooldown active that gives you a healer multiplier of 3. But like all these blob multipliers, they have weak stats and weak awakenings, and their main purpose on a team is to bring you a lot of damage in 1 turn. Alright, that's my analysis on Sun Quan. If you guys enjoyed this video, send me a like. If this particular video does well, then there could be further analysis on other videos, so if there's anything that you'd like to see added or changed in this video, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, thank you for your time, and thank you so much for subscribing. I'd like to remind you that you can click on this little button in the corner to subscribe. It doesn't mean much to you, but it means a lot to me and it helps motivate me to create more videos, and it lets me know that these videos are helpful to you guys. So I hope that these videos have been helpful so far, and until next time guys, have fun.